statement of a problem. We need to state our problem is the part of our research study. And we know that the problem is the most important point for starting up a research study, right? So when we have selected a problem and we have defined a problem, we need to state that problem as the part of our study, okay? Because the statement of the problem is basically the point which would delimit our task, okay? Our research task that would be delimited by our specific problem, right? And this delimiting the task and isolating specific problem is an important step within research. We must know that what is the problem we are exploring, right? What are the steps which are to be followed in order to address that problem, right? So we need to, state the problem as the part of our research study, okay? So there are three criteria which are important for a good problem statement, right? Because we need to state the problem, okay? So number one is that it should be concerned with variables involved, right? So whatever we are stating as our problem is concerned with variables. The variables are the part of the statement of the problem, right? The independent variable and the dependent variable both are mentioned in the statement of the problem, right? So whatever is important is the part of your statement of the problem in terms of variables. What you are studying exactly and what you are studying is, the effect of that, variable, right? So that would be under concern with variable involved. And then your statement of the problem must be based on very clear and unambiguous wording, right? You would be using words which are specific, right? And which are appropriate, right? You are very, briefly but comprehensively, you are stating the problem, right? And as the part of that statement of the problem, you are using very clear, very unambiguous words, right? And then you are stating the problem in such a manner that it seems appropriate to explore that problem, right? And it looks like amenable to empirical testing, right? Because the problem which you are describing, which you are stating, is based on something which could be, devised in terms of data. And the data, like facts and figures, those data are available, right? So it is amenable to empirical evidences and empirical studies, right? So these are the three criteria which must be used while giving the statement of the problem of a research study, right? And the point is that your problem which you have selected is urgent. It calls for an urgent action that is important, that is significant, that is important for other stakeholders, your professional community, your co-workers, or maybe there should be a class which would be benefited from that study, right? And you are using words, with very specific words and very appropriate words. You are giving a comprehensive picture of the problem as the part of your, problem statement. And your problem statement is an important aspect of your study, because on the basis of your problem statement, you would select your tools, your research design, and your objectives, right? So your problem statement is really important. And your problem statement would also give you a chance to justify that what is significant about your study, right? And how important it is, right? So that would be a justification which you may be, giving within your statement of the problem.